How to identify the audience. Now, the second question to ask yourself is this: which audience would be most interested in your product or service? Note that the answer is not everyone. Now, this is true even if everyone could benefit from your product. Let me give you an example. A restaurant serves food. Now, since everyone needs to eat, it would seem that their market is everyone. But that's not true. A restaurant will find a targeted audience possesses the following characteristics. Prospects are close enough to the restaurant to drive in and enjoy a meal. Depending on the restaurant and where it is located, their target range may be a 5-mile radius to a 50-mile radius. Now, prospects would enjoy the meal. For example, if someone drops a Thai restaurant in rural North Dakota, they are going to have a hard time finding enough customers who enjoy Thai food to make it worthwhile. Prospects can afford the meal. Again, this will depend on the location of the restaurant. If it's an upscale restaurant, they'll do better in a high-income area. Now, those are just a few examples. The point is, no matter what your product or service, you should never target everyone. If you try to do that, you will appeal to no one at all. As such, you need to be as specific as possible about your target audience. Do your market research to answer these questions. How old is your ideal customer? Male or female? Where do they live? What stage of life are they in? For example, are they just graduating from college, getting married, newly divorced, etc.? And what is their education level? How much money do they make? How much money do they spend in the niche each year? Or what is their marital status? Do they have any kids? Where do they get their niche relevant information? Or what sort of products have they tried using before? Why didn't those other solutions work out for them? What are the biggest niche-related problems? What are their hopes and desires with regards to the niche? What else do you know about your audience? And the more you know, the better you'd be able to create content and products that really appeal to your specific niche. So, for example, let's imagine for a moment that you have a weight loss product. And let's suppose you really examine your target market and discover that most of your customers are middle-aged women who've had children years ago and have yo-yo dieted ever since. And they want to get fit and healthy again. Now, if you assume that your market consisted of 20-something men who want to get ripped for beach season, then your content isn't going to connect with your actual market, which are the middle-aged moms. For example, imagine writing something like this to those moms. Dude, the girls on the beach are going to be drooling over your abs this summer. Now that would go over like a lead balloon, right? Now this may be a slightly exaggerated example, but the lesson is relevant all the same. Be sure you truly understand your market so that you can create content that resonates with them.